National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 322, effective until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Arkansas: Crittenden, Crall, Lee and St. Francis, and the following counties in Mississippi: Benton, DeSoto, Marshall, Tate and Tunica, and the following counties in Tennessee: Fayette, Hardeman and Shelby. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Flood warning in effect from Tuesday morning to Wednesday afternoon.
Hello, everybody.
Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Coldwater River near Sarah.
We're going to be covering
Tuesday
severe
morning to
weather
Wednesday
today.
afternoon. Impacts.
I really don't have
18.0
much to
feet. Low-lying
say.
farmland near the river begins to flood.
So,
Additional details at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time, Sunday the stage was 13.8 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage Tuesday morning to a crest of 19.0 feet early Tuesday afternoon. It will then fall below flood stage late Wednesday morning. Flood stage is 18.0 feet. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. The current time is 2:42 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 2 p.m.
Alright, I turned down the radio. Just a bit. Alright, so we're not doing a specific zoned area today. Today we're just going to do a whole coverage, get that out the way, and yeah. We'll start off in Florida and work our way north. So, starting off in Florida, over here towards the eastern coast of Florida, around Port St. Lucie, stretching in a kind of a line all the way across to Daytona Beach is where it's really congested right now with storms, and up into Savannah, Georgia will be the most severe part, along the entire East Coast. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect just south of Savannah, Georgia, 60 mile-an-hour winds. Probably going to expire soon, though. And I don't expect that on lasting long. We do have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings over here towards our north. 3 actually, but we'll start off with 2. We got one. Put that more off to my side. Got one right here. So one right about here. This is over Matador, Texas, which is northeast of Lubbock. There are some trained weather spotters that have reported this storm. There's a possible tornado attached with this severe thunderstorm warning. People in Matador, get ready to take shelter if this thing does start dropping. We got another one over here, over Sulphur. So, right here. Oh, good God. Okay. So, right here over Sulphur, Oklahoma, which is it's just off of Highway 35. So off of Highway 35, severe thunderstorm warning. Tennis ball sized hail, 60 mile-an-hour wind gust. Good God, who's messaging me? Alright. And then we do have another 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. One is currently crossing Interstate 30, I-30, south of Arca, Philadelphia, just north of Gurdon and Prescott. Arkansas. Let's see, what does this come out to? So, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. There is no potential tornado attached to this storm. I will tell you this, though, people in Arkansas, there is a severe thunderstorm watch stretching from Fort Smith to central Arkansas, even all the way into eastern Arkansas, stretching almost the entire central and southern part of the state. There are a few counties around the Texarkana area that have not been included. Over in Memphis, my thing will load. Over in Memphis has a severe thunderstorm watch, and south of that, almost to Jackson, Mississippi, another severe thunderstorm watch. If y'all will give me 1 second, I gotta figure out what my I have people texting me.
Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Flood warning in effect from Tuesday morning to Wednesday afternoon. What? Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Coldwater River near Sarah. When? From Tuesday morning to Wednesday afternoon. Impacts at 18.0 feet. Low-lying farmland near the river begins to flood. Additional details at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time, Sunday, the state was 13.8 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage Tuesday morning to a crest of 19.0 feet early Tuesday afternoon. It will then fall below flood stage late Wednesday morning. Flood stage is 18.0 feet. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. The current time is 2:48 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 2 p.m. at Memphis International Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 72 degrees. The dew point was 67, making the relative humidity 84%. The wind was east at 13 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.07 inches and falling. At West Memphis, it was mostly sunny.
So, like I was saying, a severe thunderstorm warning near Philadelphia, Arkansas. Then we have another severe thunderstorm warning in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, Lawrenceburg. Just got out of Collinwood, and Columbia is just on the edge of the severe thunderstorm warning. I'm sure they'll probably extend it. What's happening on the radio? What's going on? Whoa. I don't know if it just went out. Well, that's not good.
Partly sunny and 74.
If they message me one more time, I swear to God.
The wind was south at 6 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.04 inches and falling.
Alrighty.
Partly sunny and
I'm gonna wait for some more. Oh, okay. Special weather statement just south of our Arca, Philadelphia severe thunderstorm warning. I will move out of the way that way y'all can see this. I'm gonna actually turn off our radio real quick. Okay, I turned off the radio. We'll see if that helps. Okay, special weather statement here. Moving into Prescott, Arkansas, off of Interstate 40. No, sorry, Interstate 30. Gusts up to 40 miles an hour and penny-sized hail. There is heavy cloud-to-ground lightning, so those get inside. The storm may and will intensify. Good to know. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning over Okay, over Matador and Roaring Spring, Texas. Just got issued about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Still has a possible tornado alert. And I'm going to check the if there's any rotation on it, just to double check. Okay, we cannot tell if there's rotation. There might be a little bit of rotation on it. If so, it's going to be to the west of Matador, Texas by a few miles. But, yeah. If there's going to be rotation, golly. If anyone knows the roads, Farm to Market Road 28, that general area, trying to think what's the closest road. Somewhere along 62 near those two roads where they converge, somewhere around there is where it's expected. Let me see if I can get another radar view on it. Yeah, I should be able to get this one. KMA. Okay, there is a possible rotate. Okay, that actually looks more likely. Potential tornado on the ground. Or forming. Maybe not on the ground, but definitely forming. When you have that green and red line up right, like kind of like in a curve, that's not good. It's definitely not good. Check up with chat real quick after I look at our warning map. Double check there's nothing in my way. Okay. We do have... I do believe they've extended that severe thunderstorm warning south of Savannah, Georgia. And there's now a special weather statement in Savannah, Georgia. Why am I not switched over? Oh, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so actually keep on this. Okay. So there you go. There's your weather data for now. We got a few more special weather statements. I think we got about 6 in Florida, mostly along the East Coast. Let's see, 1 over Sanford, north of Orlando, Florida. And then we got 1 over there, just a bit north of that, over Daytona Beach. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Special weather statement moving into Vero Beach. I'm not sure this is actually producing anything anymore, so I think they're going to expire that. Yeah, it's only got 4 minutes remaining anyways. Alright, then another special weather statement entering Port St. Lucie right now. A little bit of a big storm there. Okay. This storm over in Oklahoma, we have not checked up on it in a hot minute. It could still be it could still have a bit of rotation on it from when I last checked. I don't know how much to say exactly on that, because I'm not trying to scare y'all, so, but at the same time we want to give y'all all the details we can. Still definitely possible tornado on this one near Matador, Texas. Still got a severe thunderstorm warning that is starting to the storm has started to weaken over Lawrenceburg. How do y'all say that? Lawrenceburg, Fairview, and Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Now, over in places like Arkansas, we might start to see a bit of a chain reaction start happening over in central and eastern Arkansas, because from what I can see, Okay. There is a line starting to form here. Little bit of a line. Which doesn't mean much, essentially, like right off the bat. But over time, if that begins to more spread apart, but is still growing, it potentially could be a problem. They just extended the severe thunderstorm warning over Mount Pleasant, Lawrenceburg, and Fairview, Tennessee. They've just extended it to Columbia, Bryan Station, Pulaski, Lewisburg, Cornersville, and Ardmore, all in Tennessee. South of Nashville on the state line with Alabama. Alright, then we got some special weather statements. One being in Wyoming, and one being over here northwest of Denver in Fort Collins. The one nearing the mountain region of Fort Collins, 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail, even though it does have a pretty strong hook on it. Okay. Traveling back down to Florida, we do have a few, still about the same amount of special weather statements. We got a few over Jacksonville now, though I don't see it doing much. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning over an airport known as Brunswick Golden Isle. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail is accompanied with the storm. And let's see. I think that is it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the future forecast. And then I'm going to not call it quits for stream, but I'm going to put y'all on hold and have y'all look at the radar specifically. Because I'm going to eat soon. Alright. Severe thunderstorm warning south of Savannah just got expired. Okay. So as we can see here, storms will begin to fire up in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and a huge bit in Texas, which that first storm in Texas might actually be where it starts off at. But you can see huge region of Texas there. Not huge, but big region of Texas. Okay, these storms will start to have a frontal line above in Oklahoma, mostly central Oklahoma, and there will be a line that will, I believe, yes, there's going to be a line, cold front line that begins to, or maybe a dry line that forms over the Oklahoma and Texas region. Then there's another line that's going to be forming here in a few hours that will come in from our current parallel line that's over northern Arkansas. Okay, that's going to start smashing down south with our other big storms converging into this. Then there could be some a little bit of a potential for some extra storms over in North Mississippi and Alabama. I believe they just extended that severe thunderstorm watch into Alabama. And then eventually there will be some rain, if maybe a little bit of thunderstorm that hits Tennessee regions, East Tennessee, South Tennessee, by then I do believe the Florida storms will move off into the coast a few hours before. Our storms that are going to be in Oklahoma are not going to be dying down probably till tomorrow afternoon, if not noon of tomorrow. They might die down sometime in the morning too. They'll probably dissipate though from Oklahoma itself in probably around noonish or late morning. Now our storms over in Denver, the Colorado region, they're gonna develop, but they'll mostly be rain by that time. We do have a cold front, I believe, a stationary front, maybe a cold front, that goes, let's see, it's going to be stretching from I-70, I believe is what that is. Yeah, I-70 around the western side of Kansas, all the way down from Garden City, from I-70, all the way down into the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, eventually stopping somewhere around Amarillo. And this will be at like 12 a.m. So most of y'all will probably be asleep by then. I would be concerned about this little front that we got going here, stretching from El Dorado and kind of swooping down. And it's kind of gonna come at an angle like this. So that stretches all the way up into Chattanooga, Tennessee. So from El Dorado to Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, Mississippi, up into Birmingham, Mississippi, even into Chattanooga and maybe Knoxville. The main concern I would have for the Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and possibly South Arkansas, mainly a wind and hail threat. I'll look at it when I come back and see if anything has changed. But I do believe that calls quits for our future forecast. They have extended the severe thunderstorm warning over from Sulphur, Oklahoma, into Stonewall, Oklahoma, and Ada, I believe is how you say that. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Ada, Oklahoma, or Ada. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail. Again, no tornado there's no possible tornado associated with this. Good. So, new special weather statement over from Florence almost into Decatur, Alabama. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts and pea-sized hail. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on that severe thunderstorm north of it that got issued a bit ago. Alright, I'm going to leave y'all here, chat, for just a hot minute. I'm going to put the radio back on. Alright, we are back, people. I apologize for taking my time. 1 second, let me get my stream up going. Okay, so I came back, okay? I come back a few minutes ago. So there is excuse me. A severe thunderstorm watch over Huntsville, Alabama, Gadsden, Alabama, the county north of Birmingham, Dalton, Georgia, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and up into Murfreesboro, Nashville. There is a tornado warning for Fayetteville and Winchester, Tennessee, as you can see in the bright red there. Come on, there we go. Bright red right there, you can see it. It is not PDS warned, so most likely just some rotation, possible funnel on the ground. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning about to enter into Jackson. Jackson right about there. Let's see. So, we got 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Severe thunderstorm warning south of Fort Smith, moving into Arkansas. Oh, my mistake, not a severe thunderstorm warning. A special weather statement about to move into Hot Springs. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I heard like a rattling. Wasn't sure if there was wind or something. Must just be the AC kicking in. Alright, and as we can see, those storms in Arkansas, those what I call pop-up storms. Okay, those are the types that they're cumulonimbus. Those are the storms that will pop up and shoot for the sky. Alright, we do still have a severe thunderstorm warning over here near Roaring Springs and Matador, Texas. Baseball-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and still the potential for a tornado. It definitely has a hook. Let me see. What is our velocity on you? A little bit of a broken rotation. Definitely still something there, though. I'm going to move over to our tornado-warned storm in Tennessee. That just completely fell down. Wow. Okay, then. Over here you go. Okay. See, what did the thing now? Oh, completely messes up. Okay. I have no arm now. Okay. 1 second, folks. My background just fell down. So hold on, I gotta get the thing back up the way. Take it back up. I do apologize. I apologize. Let me get my butt up here. Go off camera for just a second. Alright, give me like a hot minute, folks, and then we'll be back live with the weather. Tape on this real quick. Oh, good God. Something just flashed. Okay, I do believe I fixed it. Yeah, it looks a bit better. Alright, let me put this over here. Hold up. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, so we do have a tornado warning there in the bright red. Over, again, Fayetteville, Lynchburg, Still Springs, and Winchester, Tennessee. Again, tornado warning. Let me check the velocity. They're calling it a tornado warning, but this is more of a squall line. I'm not really seeing the tornado part of this. So maybe it died down. Maybe it's become embedded. No, I can see why they were calling it that. Yeah, I think your main tornado threat may have died down. Still stay sheltered though, because there is still potential for a tornado, so do stay sheltered. Alright, let's switch back over to our main radar. Also, I'm aware I said I was going to put y'all on the, what's it called? I was going to put y'all on the radar radio, but I didn't want to do the thing. Oh, and here we go. We have a tornado watch over Lubbock, Paducah, Plainview, Haskell, Seymour, almost into Wichita Falls of Texas, even into southwest Oklahoma. Alright, there is definitely a tornado watch now. I'm going to go ahead and show that once I get the thing up. Okay. Tornado watch. Supercells are expected. A couple of tornadoes will be possible. Scattered hail up to 3 inches in diameter. And a scattered wind threat up to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Also, I think our tornado potential for this storm just went back up again. Let's see, did that go back up? Okay, there's definitely a hook. I just don't know if the tornado potential is still there. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put y'all on the Lubbock radio. I got to go let my dogs out real quick. So, let me put y'all on the radio with reflectivity, and then I'm going to go let my dogs out and use the restroom. Hold on, I gotta find the thing. Browse feed. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta find the Lubbock radio. Where did it go? I know they have one in Lubbock. I just don't know if it's active. There it is. Okay. Alright, be right back, chat.
Some thunderstorms may be severe. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 325, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. for northwestern Dickens, southeastern Floyd, northeastern Crosby, and southwestern Motley counties. At 3:45 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 6 miles southeast of Doherty, or 12 miles southwest of Matador, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. This is a destructive storm for southwestern Motley County. Hazard, baseball-size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, trained weather spotters. At 3:43 p.m., baseball-size hail was reported 6 miles east of Doherty. Impact, people and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to roofs, siding, and vehicles. Locations impacted include Roaring Springs. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Floyd and northeastern Crosby counties is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station, WXK-79, the voice of the National Weather Service in Lubbock. This The National Weather Service in Lubbock, Texas has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Floyd County in northwestern Texas until 5 p.m. At 3:55 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles north of Floydada, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Floydada. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station, WXK-79, the voice of the National Weather Service in Lubbock. This broadcast serves the good people of the central South Plains of West Texas. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For Lubbock and vicinity, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 5 p.m. for the following county: Floyd, Texas. Tornado watch number 325 has been issued until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. The 3 p.m. observations for Sunday, May 25th. At Lubbock International Airport, it was fair. The temperature was 94 degrees, dew point 53 degrees, and the relative humidity 25%. The wind was west at 6 miles an hour, and the pressure 29.91 inches and falling. A quick glance at the forecast for Lubbock and vicinity. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms likely until midnight, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 325, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio. commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Lubbock, Texas has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Floyd County in northwestern Texas until 5 p.m. At 3:55 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles north of Floydada, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and $half size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Floydada. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Floyd and northeastern Crosby counties is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station, WXK-79, the voice of the National Weather Service in Lubbock. This broadcast serves the good people of the central South Plains of West Texas. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For Lubbock and vicinity, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 5 p.m. for the following county: Floyd, Texas. Tornado watch number 325 has been issued until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. A quick glance at the forecast for Lubbock and vicinity. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms likely until midnight, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 325, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Texas.
Alright, I've returned.
Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn.
Alrighty. So, let's look at what we've got.
Including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area.
Where's my thing? There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got, people. We still have a tornado watch in effect for quite a few hours in Texas and parts of Oklahoma. They just extended the... Is that a separate one? There may or may not be another tornado, rotation or tornado heading into the Chattanooga metro area. Currently it's in Huntland, but it's projected to be in Chattanooga from the next hour or two. Alright, so we still have a tornado warning for Lynchburg, East Hill Springs. Still got 25 minutes left on that. Stay in your shelters. I don't know if this is an extension or a completely different one, but there is a tornado for Winchester, Cohen, and Huntland, and going into the I-72 area, very north area of Alabama. Turn that off real quick. I'm going to turn off the radio for just a hot second. We'll turn off the radio on the Texas radio real quick. Alright. So, still, they just issued another severe thunderstorm warning. 2, actually. One for Floydada. Dada. No. Dada. Whatever. However you say that. Floydada. 60 mile an hour wind gusts and half dollar-sized hail. Matador and Rolling Springs has yet another severe thunderstorm warning. Trained weather spotters have confirmed tennis ball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Severe thunderstorm watches for Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, parts of Georgia, and Mississippi still in effect. I'm gonna look at the mesoscale discussions real quick. Y'all won't be able to see this, but I will. We still have an enhanced risk. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, hold up. They just issued a new mesoscale discussion for the northern and central bit of the Texas Panhandle. Let me see if I can show y'all approximately where this new watch would be. From Hereford up to Canadian Texas. So right around where Amarillo sits would be about the center of it. Everywhere around the Panhandle going east is probably gonna get a severe thunderstorm watch. I don't know about a tornado watch, but it's possible. Two special weather statements in Mississippi currently, big ones. 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts north of Jackson with penny-sized hail, and 40-mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail heading into Jackson. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for Mayflower, and I believe, how do I say that? Maumelle, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, which is northwest of Little Rock. There is a severe thunderstorm warning. Golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are the main concern. Special weather statement winds in excess of 40-mile-an-hour gusts and penny-sized hail. That's entering Hot Springs Village in about the next hour. In a place called Star City. Let's see, does that say Rison? Rison and Star City. Special weather statement. Winds in excess of 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail, which that actually has a bit of a curve to it. So I'm probably going to suggest they might upgrade that later. Severe thunderstorm warning. 2 of them to be exact. 1 in Chattanooga, but we'll get to that in a second. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in Manchester, Beersheba Springs, Tracy City, and Suwannee. I'm going to say Suwannee, I'm sorry. Severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and pennies. Oh, just 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, my bad. I had to stop myself there. Severe thunderstorm warning into Chattanooga, which will be there in about, say, an hour or so. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Yep, and as expected, that special weather statement in Star City just got extended to a severe thunderstorm warning. Not even I think it's been like 5 minutes since they issued that special weather statement too. It's been like 6-7 minutes since they've issued that, so. Let's see if I can show y'all this. So it is directly south of Pine Bluff, in between Monticello and Pine Bluff. Let me see. I actually used to go to Monticello one time. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail on this storm right here. So it is heading into Star City. And as y'all can see, this is where I was talking about this earlier with our future forecast. we have that big cluster that will eventually turn into your really, really big front later down the road today. New Mexico does have a special weather statement. Oh, now a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Special weather statement west of I-25, entering into Cimarron, I believe. Wind gusts up to 50 mile an hour and 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail for the severe thunderstorm warning. That will be entering Raton in about 20-30 minutes, I want to say, roughly. Tornado warning. I repeat, there is a tornado warning in the Lubbock area, south of Roaring Springs. A tornado has been reported by radar indication, and hail up to 2 inches with this storm. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at I'm not going to focus on this one too much, but it has been lingering for this for a while. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the velocity to pop up. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. So you kind of got 2, maybe 3 main pockets of rotation. I want to say that's your rear flank. I want to say that's the rear flank coming around right there. I'm not 100% sure. Might be though. Might be. Definitely take shelter. Because this thing starts, anyone on this road needs to take shelter. Because that thing starts springing up with more rotation, it might drop one. Let me take a look over here in Oklahoma. I have not been to Oklahoma in this minute. So, on Interstate 35, a storm is crossing. It's south of Pauls Valley. It is severe thunderstorm warned up into the Ada Municipal Airport. Let's see. 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. There's a special weather statement just east of Norman, Oklahoma, that has 30 mile an hour wind gusts and pea-sized hail. Almost falling over here. Special weather statement for almost the entire metro area of Little Rock. 50 mile an hour wind gusts and pea-sized hail as accompanied with that line of storms right there. Oh, good God. That line of storms right there. So, definitely something to look out for. I'm going to turn on the light and see if the lighting helps, because I kind of had it off for a bit. So let me turn it on and see if that helps with the skin detection. That help any? No, if anything, it made it worse. Alright, maybe there's a little bit more natural light in here, it'll be fine. I'm try to let in a bit more light. Not really sure exactly. Let's see, what happens if I go out of frame? That happens, okay. I just need to turn it off when I'm done. Alright. My hand's a bit more visible now. Yay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, there's a big frontal, not front, but like a big line, big cluster, coming in from just a bit west of the Mississippi River on the Tennessee-Arkansas border side. So there's Memphis right about there. Memphis is right about there. Pretty sure. Yeah. Memphis, and then there's this big line of thunderstorms. There is a special weather statement for that up until Memphis. 50 mile an hour wind gusts and pea-sized hail. Special weather statement for Huntsville. It'll let me click on it, good God. 50 to 55 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts and pea-sized hail. That goes up into the I-72, I believe. Almost. Yeah, it stops right about Arab and Coleman, I believe. Yeah, Coleman. A special weather statement for Murfreesboro. Just went over Murfreesboro, actually. Wind gusts up to 40. We're going to look back down in Florida because it's been a little while. Okay, so 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. One just north of Jacksonville. The other one just actually got expired as I'm saying this. Wow. That one was in Georgia. But the one in Florida is still ongoing. I don't know if y'all see this, but they're definitely a hook. Definitely a hook. I'm going to see if that's, what exactly that is. Okay, I don't think it could be rotation, but it might start developing rotation. Again, it's a few miles north of Jacksonville by about maybe 10 or 20. Exactly. There are a few towns in between this, though, so just keep an eye out. Definitely keep an eye out. Let's take a look at our 2 tornado warnings that are in Tennessee and one in Alabama. Okay, tornado is still potentially on the ground. This is for this northern one that is currently going into Estill Springs and Winchester. Sweeny, I believe is how you say that. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. There is another just south of Cowan and Sweeny. Pretty much just the exact same thing. It's just radar indicated. So let's check back up on our storms in Texas. Definitely started developing a hail core. Weather spotters reported a funnel cloud. Okay, so there's potentially, I don't know if it's on the ground because they don't say it, but there is potentially a tornado on the ground near Dickens, Matador, and Roaring Spring. Right on that road that connects all 3 of them. That road stretches right about here. Road stretches right in between where that big storm is. And then that's severe thunderstorm warning over in Florida. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half dollar-size hail. Checking back over in New Mexico, we have 3 special weather statements now. Believe they are all minor hail and some wind gusts up to 50. Your Radon storm is getting a bit closer, but it looks like it may be weakening. Then again, the radar does not reach that far, supposedly. So, we're going to go ahead and take another look at the future forecast. Okay. So, as we've talked about, God, I need to move more into the camera, apparently. As we talked about, these storms over here in Oklahoma, okay, the ones that are forming in Texas and Oklahoma, those will begin to form more storms into Oklahoma about a few hours from now. And that will converge into this big cluster, which over time, supposedly, is supposed to form into a giant curved line and will move its way into Arkansas and Louisiana. Now, for our storms that are supposedly going to be over in South Arkansas, northeast Louisiana, and pretty much all the way through into Atlanta, or not Atlanta, but Georgia and Mississippi and Alabama. Those storms, the middle to northern ones, may be a little bit hail-producing and more severe. But as far north as Chattanooga is about where it starts just dying, so according to the forecast. Alright, taking a look back to present here, we have a severe thunderstorm warning over Odin and Mount Ida. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And then behind our Star City storm, that severe thunderstorm warning, there is a special weather statement over Thornton and, what does that say? Fordyce, Arkansas. That special weather statement includes winds in excess of 40 miles an hour and nickel-sized hail. Checking back in with our storm in Star City itself, severe thunderstorm warning still, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Taking a look back to Oklahoma, Pauls Valley, that one storm that was there, still is there. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and, again, quarter-sized hail. Pretty much the main threat is going to be wind and hail today. Places over here in like Wichita Falls and the Texas Panhandle region and southwest Oklahoma, they have a higher chance of tornadoes today, but not like oh no, we're almost going to be outbreak potential. This is like maybe 3 or 4 for each 5%. There are 2 5%. So there's one over here where all these storms are forming in northern Mississippi. Stretching from Memphis, Pine Bluff, and Greenville. So, let me go ahead and show y'all that real quick. Right about where I'm standing in Arkansas. It's about right out on the Mississippi River. Okay. This area, right about here in Arkansas, where our Star City storm is, from that area eastward into Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Let's see if I can point at that. Lawrenceburg, into almost Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. I believe it stops right about Columbus and Starkville. I may be wrong. Let me look back at the SPC. I do realize we're supposed to be using our product specifically, but given the, prospect of severe weather and the capability with my workers, there's not as much as us as there should be, so it's a bit difficult. So not severe, 5% risk from the panhandle of Texas, the central bit of it, into Wichita Falls and south Oklahoma, and a 5% risk from Pine Bluff into far west Alabama. Let's see if I can show you all an image of that. Hold up. Nah. Alright, cannot show you all an image of that for some reason. It won't let me copy it. Anyways, so, again, storms. Tornado warning for Chattanooga. Tornado warning for Chattanooga. Radar indicated rotation. Radar has indeed indicated rotation. Let me go back to our tornado warning in Texas. The Texas tornado warning just got extended, my bad. Let's see. Is it gonna let me open it? Oh my god, it's doing the thing again. Alright, now again, weather spotters have reported a tornado and funnel cloud. Tennis ball sized hail and pretty darn strong wind gusts, I would bet still. So, alright chat, we're gonna go on break real quick. We'll be back in like 10-20 minutes, if not sooner. I'm gonna put the radio back on for y'all. It's probably gonna be Lubbock. I think we'll stay in Lubbock. Alright, bye chat. BRB.
Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for central Floyd County. At 4:09 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles northeast of Floydada, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and $half-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Floydada. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station, WXK-79, the voice of the National Weather Service in Lubbock. This broadcast serves the good people of the central South Plains of West Texas. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For Lubbock and vicinity, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for the following county: Floyd, Texas. Tornado watch number 325 has been issued until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. The 4 p.m. observations for Sunday, May 25th. At Lubbock International Airport, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 96 degrees, dew point 55 degrees, and the relative humidity 25%. The wind was variable at 5 miles an hour, and the pressure 29.88 inches and falling. A quick glance at the forecast for Lubbock and vicinity. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms likely until midnight, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 325, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for central Floyd County. At 4:09 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles northeast of Floydada, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and $half-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Floydada. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station, WXK-79, the voice of the National Weather Service in Lubbock. This broadcast serves the good people of the central South Plains of West Texas. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For Lubbock and vicinity, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for the following county: Floyd, Texas. Tornado Watch number 325 has been issued until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. The 4 p.m. observations for Sunday, May 25th. At Lubbock International Airport, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 96 degrees. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for eastern Floyd County. At 4:29 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles northeast of Floydada, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Floydada. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The 4 p.m. observations for Sunday, May 25th. At Lubbock International Airport, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 96 degrees, dew point 55 degrees, and the relative humidity 25%. The wind was variable at 5 miles an hour, and the pressure 29.88 inches and falling. A quick glance at the forecast for Lubbock and vicinity. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms likely until midnight, then a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 325, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Texas: Crosby, Floyd, Garza, Hale, Lubbock, and Lynn. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for eastern Floyd County. At 4:29 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles northeast of Floydada, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Floydada. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northwestern Texas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station, WXK-79, the voice of the National Weather Service in Lubbock. This broadcast serves the good people of the central South Plains of West Texas. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For Lubbock and vicinity, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5 p.m. for the